think a number of houses I had actually announced that I wanted to have it launched, but due to funding problems, we couldn't until it was budgeted for. And I thank the Bougainville Parliamentary Service for supporting to have it put on budget, and it's actually it become an annual event, which starts with this first house of 2024. Mr. Speaker, the purpose of my statement is to update the members of the House of my engagements as the Deputy Speaker on interparliamentary relations events in 2023. I will also take this opportunity to brief the House on a recent program attended by the women members of the House of Representatives. This meeting forum was held in Auckland, New Zealand in February 2024. Mr. Speaker, much has been said or mentioned about the three prongs that approach in executing the Bougainville Independence Mission Readiness resolutions passed by the House. I am making reference to the regional, national, and international executions of activities in preparations for Bougainville's independence. Let me thank the President, Honorable Ismail Turuama, and the Attorney General and Minister for Independence Ready Affairs, Honorable Ezekiel Massad, for keeping this House informed on the executive government's mission to protect the 97.7% vote on independence for Bougainville. Mr. Speaker, the Clerk of Parliament, Mr. Robert Tapi, Interparliamentary Relations Officer, Mr. Thomas Yobo, accompanied me to represent Bougainville House of Representatives in the 52nd Presiding Officers and Clerks Conference hosted by the National Parliament of Solomon Islands in Honiara from the 2nd to the 6th of July 2023. This is an annual parliamentary event which brings together speakers and clerks of the parliaments from Australia, New Zealand, and the Pacific region to share experiences encountered by their respective jurisdictions when dealing with political, social, and economic developments in their countries. I am happy to inform this House that the post-referendum consultations between the autonomous Bougainville government and the national government was highlighted by the clerk of the National Parliament, Mr. Kala Aufa, in his presentation on the parliamentary partnership agreement between the national government and the Bougainville House of Representatives in the conference. The House of Representatives jurisdiction report also captured an update on the political consultation and the roles played by the House of Representatives in upholding good governance and sustaining peace through its oversight and scrutiny functions. Mr. Speaker, the report on the 52nd Presiding Officers and Clerks Conference is available as information for the members of this House on the BHOR website. So it can be actually accessed by the members if they would like to on the BHOR website. Mr. Speaker, in August 2023, I also led a delegation of Bougainville women parliamentarians, which included the member for Mahari constituency, Honorable Caroline Polly, Regional Women's Representative for North Bougainville, and Minister for Public Service, Amanda Getsi Masono, Regional Women's Representative for Central, and Bougainville, and Minister for Primary Industry, Honorable Geraldine Paul, to join female members of parliaments from 12 Pacific parliaments which came together in Wellington, New Zealand for a 3-day gathering packed with learning, networking, and professional development. That was last year, as I said, in 2023. 35 women parliamentarians from the nations of the Solomon Islands, Papua New Guinea, including Bougainville, or the Autonomous Region of Bougainville, Vanuatu, Kiribati, Fiji, Tonga, Samoa, Niue, Cook Islands, as well as the Realm Nation of Tokelau and the Special Collectivity of New Caledonia attended the Commonwealth Women Parliamentarians Program. During the 2 days, members of Parliament attended a number of workshops, sessions, and presentations focused on areas such as engagements, personal strategy, political skills, news, and social media, as well as other facets of being a parliamentarian in the Pacific. Also, in the busy program was a scheduled vote to decide a new Commonwealth Women Parliamentarians Chair and co-chair of the Pacific Branch. Fiji's MP Leonora Kaetavara was elected as chair, while Member of Parliament from Vanuatu, Julia King, received the deputy chair vote. King is the only female member of the Parliament of Vanuatu. Mr. Speaker, the Bougainville branch of the Commonwealth Parliamentary Association once held the Commonwealth Women's Parliamentarians Chairperson position when the former regional woman representative from North Bougainville region, Elizabeth Burain, was elected the chair of the CWP Pacific region. On this note, let me thank the New Zealand Parliament for its continued support to women parliamentarians in the Pacific region through the Thai Kiwa Funding Assistance Program. Mr. Speaker, in July 2022, a delegation from the Parliament of New South Wales visited the House of Representatives with the concurrence of the members of the House. The Deputy Speaker of the Legislative Assembly, Honorable Leslie Williams, addressed this House and reaffirmed the partnership between our parliaments. The Parliament of New South Wales is twinned with the National Parliament of Solomon Islands and the Bougainville House of Representatives. We have benefited from the 14-year-old friendship through staff exchange, parliamentary visits, and equipment supply funded through the Pacific Parliamentary Partnership Fund. Mr. Speaker, I led a delegation for a reciprocal visit to the Parliament of New South Wales in October 2023. The Bougainville delegation included myself, Minister of Finance and Treasury, Honorable Robin Wilson, and Deputy Clerk Peter Topura, and the then Director, Corporate Services, Ignatius Hamal. A delegation from the Solomon Islands Parliament also visited the Parliament of New South Wales during the same period. This is part of an ongoing twinning between the legislatures. A report on the visit to the Parliament of New South Wales will be made available as information for the members of the House on the BHOR website. Mr. Speaker, I am also happy to provide an update on this year's engagement by the 5 women parliamentarians from the Bougainville House of Representatives, whom I actually led to Auckland, New Zealand, from the 21st to the 23rd of February this year, 2024. The 2024 Pacific Women in Power Forum was attended by women leaders from 11 Pacific parliaments. The three-day forum, supported by the people of New Zealand, Australia, and Japan, sees women members of parliaments as well as parliamentary officials coming together to discuss opportunities for empowering women's representation, approaches to improving inclusivity and the effectiveness of parliamentarians in tackling gender inequality. The forum noted that fewer than 7% of Pacific politicians are women, compared with 27% globally. However, there are bright spots across the Pacific. In Nauru, 2 of the 19 seats in Parliament are held by women. And in the Republic of Marshall Islands, Hilda Heine was sworn in this year as the woman president of the Marshall Islands Parliament. In Vanuatu, Gloria Julia King became the country's first woman elected to Parliament in almost 14 years. And in Papua New Guinea, Honorable Francisca Semoso joined Rufina Pita and Casey Sawang, bolstering women's representation to the highest levels in the Pacific region since 2012. Mr. Speaker, in my address to the forum, I said that to effectively represent its people, the composition of a parliament must reflect the population it serves. Underrepresentation is not a mere statistic. It is a reality. We must appreciate each other as women leaders and learn from our unique and vast experiences. Only then can we collectively change the statistics on women in position of leadership. That is the statement that I delivered in the forum. I would like to just briefly tell this House or express to this House that in these forums that we have attended and that I have attended, leading this, our women parliamentarians also in the House of Representatives, I have noticed and I have noted that though Bougainville is not an independent nation, amongst the Pacific nations that we actually continue to meet in these women's power forums or in women's workshops in the Pacific, I noticed that Bougainville is actually taken as a sample that other Pacific islands can learn from in the fact that Bougainville House of Representatives or the Autonomous Bougainville government has actually taken the steps to increase women representation in the leadership arena, especially in the political arena. Bougainville has been taken as an example in that we have the special temporary measures, the 3 seats that represent women for the 3 regions, where other Pacific Islands parliaments don't have these reserved seats. And we also have 2 women members in the open seats in the House of Representatives, which makes up a total of 5 women representatives in this parliament. And adding to that, we also have women chairs in the second-tier government, in which we have 47 community governments and 47 women chairs altogether. And this is something that other Pacific Islands women have seen, and it's an eye-opener for the other Pacific Island nations. And it is taken that Bougainville is actually leading in the way that it is increasing women representation in the leadership positions, especially in the political arena. Of course, we can take the second-tier government as the next step that we have, because women are also, they have also become chairs in representing each of the community governments. And we have 47 altogether women chairs in the next government, which is the second-tier government. So Bougainville actually is seen up there in the international arena. So I want to actually express that, Mr. Speaker, that the Bougainville Parliament is doing well and is leading in advocating for women representation and is increasing women representation in the political arena. Let me thank the people of Bougainville for the trust and the confidence they have on women in position of leadership by electing the 5 women parliamentarians to equally perform the duties and responsibilities of elected members in the Bougainville House of Representatives. And I commend this statement to the House. Thank you.
Clerk.